should celebrate the fact that you're here. You're safe, warm, cozy. There's so much to be thankful for. There's so much to be thankful for. people, and it is one of the most ugly traits I've ever seen in another person, that being bitterness, resentment, and hate. And so I don't want it to ruin my life the way I've seen it crumble others. And so I take it very seriously that I try to let whatever hatred I have or anger that I have, I try to let that go, like within an hour of the event that happens. And that often takes a lot of self-talk and reasoning through it. That's why I'm really happy that my ASMR for anger videos have gotten a pretty decent response. I wasn't sure if they would, but I get comments almost daily on those videos still to this day. Some people it doesn't help them, but some people it does, and I use those tactics for myself when I'm trying to work through something that has made me very angry, and when I need to forgive a person. So there are some daily things that I tell myself, and the biggest thing I've learned about self-talk and self-improvement, if you will, though I don't really like that term, is that you are never stuck with the thoughts in your head. You don't have to believe them. You don't have to keep telling yourself those same thoughts and beliefs. You can challenge them. You can replace them. You can delete them. And every day is a battle, but progress is possible. And I've experienced so much progress in just fighting those negative, terrible thoughts. Some people don't choose to do that. They choose to sit. They choose to settle. They choose to just almost bathe themselves and soak in negativity and hatred for others and criticism, and it becomes a part of them and they don't even see it anymore. Don't become that sort of person. Don't let yourself get there. Challenge yourself every day to distance yourself from those behaviors. And it might seem impossible at first, but it's not. So I know some of you are probably surrounded by very negative people in your life, and that is very hard for you because you don't have someone to pour into you and to encourage and comfort you. And I'm very sorry. And I have not had to live with people who are negative to me all the time. Or, I've been able to surround myself with very, very, very loving, upbuilding, upbringing people, encouraging people, and I want to be that for some of you out there who don't have that, because the internet is actually a great resource to find people who can improve every aspect of your life. So yeah, I don't know if any of you are sleeping at this point, but hopefully this has relaxed you and brought you into a state of calm. You're in control of the things you tell yourself, and you don't have to believe the negative lies that others, and sometimes yourself tells yourself. You can choose to resist and refocus and find other truths, and not other truths, but find the truth, because I don't think truth is subjective. That doesn't make any sense. And this isn't something, you're not deluding yourself either. You're just affirming yourself and encouraging yourself. So like, for example, the human